G'day guys, my name is 3J21 and welcome back to Danganronpa. If you guys remember from the last episode, not only did both Hifumi and Taka get killed, but now the bodies have disappeared. So this is a really fucked up case, and I don't know how the hell we're gonna figure this out. What? Are you saying Taka disappeared too?
Stop talking.
Stop saying disappeared. It doesn't just vanish into thin air. Obviously whoever did this is hidden the body. But why would they do that? I couldn't possibly begin to imagine. Anyway, our costumed suspect is clearly continuing his crime spree. We gotta hurry up and catch him before he kills all of us. Well, we're fine, because the rule is you can only kill 2 people in any one case.
Not possible.
Oh, I don't think you have to worry about that. Think about it. Who could possibly be responsible for killing and hiding these dead bodies? When Hifumi's death cry went up, everyone here was together on the 3rd floor.
It is so.
After that, we split up into 2 groups. And now this time, you all came here as a group from the nurse's office. In other words, the only ones who could have done this are Hiro and Kyoko, who are still missing. Oh no. Was it Hiro or Kyoko? Hold on a second. Kyoko has an alibi for when Celeste and Hifumi were attacked. There's no question that she was in the dining hall with us. You seem very adamant about defending her. Perhaps you are in love? That's not it at all.
That's fine.
Well, anyway, yes, I do accept Kyoko's alibi.
Let's see.
Which means the suspicious individual looking for can be none other than Hiro. Which further means there'll be no more murders. The regulations are very clear about that. Oh, that's right, there's a rule that says you can only kill a maximum of 2 people.
That's right.
As long as that rule's in place, there will not be a 3rd murder. If they were to break that rule... I'd mince ya! Mince you without a second thought! Mince ya, grind ya, turn you into a paste! By the way, did you know that fish paste can also refer to shellfish, like shrimp or crabs? Indeed.
Let's see.
So since 2 people have been killed, there is no possibility of any more.
Perhaps.
You knew that from the beginning, didn't you, Byakuya? Which means you knew Toko was never in danger. I still meant it when I said we'd be better off without her, though.
In other words.
Anyway, with that in mind, we can now relax and search for the 2 missing bodies. The 2 missing bodies. 2 people have been killed and their bodies have been hidden. The only one without an alibi, the only one who could have done it, is Hiro. But is he really the killer? And what about Kyoko? If she's not involved in this case, where did she go?
What?
Hey Makoto, what's the matter? Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing. Whatever, we need to find those bodies or our little narrative here can't move forward.
So then...
Very well, then let us split up and begin searching.
But...
There's no need to be afraid. No more murders will take place during this case.
I mean...
I know that. I mean, I think I do, but...
Hina.
If you're still nervous, I'll come with you. Okay, thank you. No need to thank me. Now let's get moving. Yell out if you find anything. Byakuya left the equipment room, followed by the others. I have to try and find the 2 missing bodies. I think I know where one of them is. It's a place I checked literally just before. Oh, I can't fast travel. Okay. Never mind. I guess we'll just try searching every place we can then. So let's try the art room. Where could 2 dead bodies have disappeared to?
Damn.
We need to search for the bodies that have disappeared. What happens after that? Nobody knows. Huh? The door must be locked. That's sus. That's incredibly sus. So wait. There wasn't another room here after all, it was just a storage room. Okay, cool. Anything in the rec room? Nope, just the fucking first hammer. And is that everything for this place? Yeah, okay. Well, we can check the classrooms, but I doubt they're in here. Oh, Makoto.
Come on.
Why are you just standing there? We need to get to the repository. Huh? You mean...
Indeed.
I found them. Hifumi and Taka's body had both been hidden in the repository.
Goodbye.
I've already told Hina and Sakura. We'll go on ahead. Their bodies were in the repository? Is that not the room that was locked? Makes sense, right? Or maybe it was being held up by the fucking bodies. That's kind of fucked up. Are the bodies here somewhere? I have to wonder where they could have been hidden. Up ahead is the repository. The doorknob turned. I guess it's unlocked. Then I have no choice but to go inside. So I opened the door, and when I entered, I saw... Yep, there they are. The two bodies that had disappeared were right there. Wait, do these hammers have something to do... Oh god, no. Has someone been going into the repository, took these hammers, and been painting them? That is so fucked up. Oh, and like... Oh man, I don't know. I just can't help but think that Hero did it. But like, I know there's gonna be some fucking stupid twist where it's gonna be like somebody completely unexpected. Or maybe not so unexpected. Who knows? The smell of blood made me gag. What I saw before my eyes was unquestionable, unavoidable, unwavering reality. And then I heard the announcement for a second time.
A body has been discovered after a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like. The class trial will begin.
Is he just doing this because we've finally found the final resting place of the bodies, or... I guess so. And so here we are! Without further ado, let me give you all the next Monokuma file. I was going to hand them out when you found the bodies the first time, but I thought something might happen. What? It was really hard to resist, but turns out I was right.
Stop talking.
Just hand it over already.
Punishment is waiting for you.
Now make sure to investigate with all of your mental might and prepare for the class trial.
See ya later!
Well then, now that we found the bodies, all that's left is to uncover the culprit. Man, this is crazy. After this case is done, there's only going to be 7 people left. 7. Because now there's only 8. Jeez, what the hell, man?
What the heck?
Hold on. How can you be so calm? Because Byakuya is a fucking psychopath. I mean, they're dead, you know?
That's terrible!
Dead! Gone forever! They're never coming back! Awful. This is all just too awful! Hina suddenly burst into tears. She clutched at Ifumi's lifeless body.
Who would do this? Why? Why?
Large, wet tears fell from her eyes. The tears landed on Ifumi's cheeks. If this were some world of make-believe, that might have been when Hifumi opened his eyes. But this wasn't a movie. What the fuck? Oh, this wasn't.
He's alive again? Where am I?
What the fuck is going on?
Cold. So cold. Is winter coming? Hifumi! Wake up! Huh? That's right. I remember now. Hope's Peak. Come on, you gotta wake up! I remember everything before I met you all. I met you all.
His memories are all blending together. He has nothing useful to offer us. No, honestly, that I wouldn't be shocked by that because of what's his name? That picture with Hifumi, Leon, and Mondo. That picture does get me thinking.
The light, it's reaching out to me like the tail of a comet. Hey, Hifumi! Who was it? Who attacked you? Who tried to kill you? Who killed me? That's right. I remember their name.
Robo Justice.
Yasu.
It was Yasuhiro. Oh, is he dead now? His eyes closed, and they never opened again. Wow. Okay, so he thinks it was Yasuhiro, but we I gotta say, man, we can't be entirely sure, you know? The game is obviously setting us up to suspect Yasuhiro, but I don't know if it is him, you know? Like, again, what is with me and hanging out with the people who either die or are the murderer? When I hung out with Sayaka, obviously that was the game's intention of, like, you hanging out with them, and then there's the big twist of, like, hey, the person you were hanging out with got killed. And then I was hanging out with frickin'... I'm pretty sure the last person I hung out with before Chihiro's murder was Chihiro. And then he got murdered. And then I've been hanging out with Yasuhiro, and they're setting him up to be the murderer. Like, jeez, man. And trust me, I know that, and I'm pretty damn sure this game doesn't take player choices into consideration. I'm pretty sure this is just how the story goes. But the narrative seems too rigid to allow for any room of, like, okay, if you hung out with this person, this is what happens. So, yeah. Death for the second time. Absolute, undeniable death. No matter how many more of Hina's tears splashed his face, there was no second miracle. Reality set in again. This isn't some stereotypical fantasy world. Tears can't restore a person's vitality.
Honestly.
You have no tears, do you? No blood in your veins, no calcium in your bones? At least you have your meat.
Stop talking.
You're just angry. Get out of his way to return. Going out of his way to return just to leave us with those unnecessary dying words. Now this game has become exceedingly boring. Shut the fuck up, you... God, I want to call you something a lot worse than what I want than I was going to, or whatever. He said, Yasuhiro, right?
Then perhaps...
Yasuhiro Hagakure. That is the only person he could have been referring to.
So, in other words...
And with that, the case is solved. You can't be so sure about that. Assaulting people and even killing Taka and Ifumi, and then going so far as to hide their bodies. A criminal that hides his face behind a mask and uses a bunch of giant wooden hammers. Is that what Hiro is?
What is this?
If it's true, I can't forgive him. No way can I ever forgive him. To kill two of our friends.
That's fine.
Anyway, it's about time we track down the culprit in our little life or death game here. Although, this time it's not all that life or death. The trial will conclude without much trouble.
Indeed.
Yes, it does look that way. It's going to begin again. We have to go through this one more time. I have to accept it. I have no choice but to go through with this, to make sure everyone survives. I just have to do it. Alright. Here we go. First, I better check the Monokuma file. The victims were Hifumi Yamada and Kiyotaki Ishimaru. The cause of death for each was a blow to the head. It is thought that they were both killed with a similar weapon. That's it?
Very strange.
Yeah, it's pretty strange. We got way less information this time than before. That is no problem. After all, the events of this case unfolded before our very eyes. We should know more about what happened than the Monokuma file could anyway. Well, I was kind of hoping for times of death, but they haven't given us that, so that kind of sucks. Maybe.
Well,
There's something else that's bothering me. Someone else has been missing for quite a while. Kyoko. Are you talking about Kyoko? Without a doubt, she has an alibi for when Celeste and Ifui were attacked. But what if the killer wasn't acting alone? What if they had an accomplice? An accomplice? An accomplice? What are you doing here?
Monokuma
Don't be rude! I'm
appears!
here to answer your question! What question?
Yep.
You're talking about accomplices, right? I'm pretty sure I explained it before, didn't I? During the first class trial.
speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
In other words...
So basically, you can be an accomplice if you want, but there's no gratification in it.
So then...
So you're saying nobody worked together this time either?
Hey,
Sorry, can't answer that. It would obstruct the free exchange of information between you guys. I just want to make sure you don't forget, no matter how much you might assist in a murder, only one blackened can graduate, and accomplice gets nothing.
So in other words...
Then we only need to figure out who that one blackened is that did the killing, right? Just like normal?
Well...
Okay, let me take this opportunity to clarify the whole shebang. In this class trial, what you need to determine is the one true blackened who devised the murder plot and put it into action. The true blackened, so just one person.
Well now.
That's enough for explainifying. Now it's down to the final battle between all of you and the blackened. Good luck to all the contestants. So there can only be one blackened. An accomplice wouldn't benefit. But he didn't say that there was no accomplice. He said the person who devised and acted out the plot. So that could have been an accomplice. Then I can't see any way Kyoko would be connected to this case after all. You may be right. If that's true, then Kyoko, where are you?
However...
As long as she's not connected to the case, it doesn't matter. Let's get back to the investigation. I have absolutely no doubt that Hiro is responsible. But for the time being, I suppose it can't hurt to pursue further information. Look, it's a bit stupid to hope for this, because it's pretty unlikely, but I'm hoping that what happened to Kyoko was she investigated the case on her own and she found out everything already. That's what I'm hoping. And now she's searching, and now that she's found out the bodies and she's solved the case herself, she's now trying to find, alter ego or something. I hope that's what's happening. You know, don't you think we should consider a certain someone a suspect just in case? I'm talking about the murderous fiend, Genocide Jack. What? I'm offended! When did you... I've been looking all over for you, Master! When I woke up, you were nowhere to be found! Anyway, you there, milk sack swimmer girl! Milk sack?
You gotta be kidding!
Why do I gotta be a suspect?
What the heck?
Well, I mean, you are a serial killer. So what, I'm like a special guest suspect every time? I have an alibi, you know. She's right about that. When we heard Ifumi scream, she was with me. And when the body disappeared, she was still lying unconscious in the equipment room. Plus, Taka's body aside, I can't imagine any way she would have been able to move Ifumi's body. Yep. Besides, I calculate every move I make. I'm not gonna kill someone when everyone knows what I look like. They don't call me the murderous fiend for nothing!
What are you saying?
That's not the kind of thing you should be bragging about.
Let's see.
On another topic, should we post a guard by the bodies like before? We can't have them disappearing again.
So then...
Hina and I can handle that. You don't mind, do you, Hina? Sure, I'd be totally useless on the investigation anyway.
It's all clear now.
Then that's that. Let's begin. This whole thing is so strange. All but one of us has an alibi, so figuring out who did it should be obvious, right? But maybe it's just me, but I don't think it's going to be as straightforward as it seems. Exactly. Alright, so the hammers are obviously the link to this case. There are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Mallets? Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers here have been obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Did someone wash it recently? Wait a minute. So there was another hammer used? Oh, shit.
So,
Hey, Makoto, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. Huh? What is it? After Ifumi and Taka's body disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Sakura stuck together. And we came right to the repository to, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. Yeah, I tried that myself. It was locked? And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? I wonder the same thing. The door was locked when the search for the bodies began, but now it's wide open. There might be some secret lurking in there, but I'll probably have to leave this area to figure it out. A surveillance camera. I don't have time to be staring at it. Boom, 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 boom. There are many aspects to the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that it may be good to look back on everything that's happened.
So then...
Would you like my help? Yes? Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up in the dining hall. Hina, Kyoko, you, and myself. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search. And soon after we split up... sorry. And soon after we split up, Kyoko disappeared. After that, Hina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. It was Robo Justice. It also became clear that this Robo Justice had dragged Ifumi away. After meeting up with Toko and Byakuya, we began searching for the costumed assailant. We found an injured Ifumi in the library on the 2nd floor. We took him down to the nurse's office on the 1st floor, then resumed our search. but not long after leaving the nurse's office. What's wrong? I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. Based on Celeste's claims, we went back up to the second floor where we split up and began searching. Then right after that, Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the third floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the third floor. Celeste, what's wrong? That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I saw him, this strange costumed man. He ran off as soon as I screamed. I was blocking the stairs, so he headed further down to the hallway and disappeared. And then Hifumi screamed. Huh? What was that? That came from downstairs. It must have been Hifumi. He's in the nurse's office. This is bad. Come on, we have to go back. At that point, we decided to split up into two groups. Celeste, Hina, and I went back to the nurse's office. Meanwhile, you, Byakuya, and Toko pursued the suspect up on the third floor. And when we got back to the nurse's office, we found Hifumi's corpse, which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Hina alone and headed back to the third floor to tell the others what had happened. But at that same time, we discovered Taka's body in the equipment room, which means Hifumi and Taka's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Taka. And that's when I showed up and told you and Byakuya that Hifumi had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Byakuya all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Toko, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who had just arrived to tell us something very unusual. God, this is such a hard case! Hifumi's body has disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office and discovered that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Toko and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Taka's body had disappeared. So from there we began our search for both of the missing bodies. And after some time, Celeste told us she found the bodies and we'd all head to the repository. And there we rediscovered the two bodies that had apparently vanished. And that brings us up to now. However, looking back, things have certainly been very active. If you want to look back at the case again, just let me know. I'm fine anytime. Thanks. That's cool with you. Hifumi's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office where it was discovered to here, the repository. All the way from the first floor to the third. And all without anyone noticing it. How the hell? It's no good, I just don't get it. I can think about it later. For now I have to finish investigating Hifumi himself. If I remember correctly, Hifumi's fatal injury was also a blow to the head. Probably from Justice Hammer 3, which was laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Huh? Wait. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Hifumi's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it! His glasses! When his body was in the nurse's office, his glasses were covered with blood. But now they're completely clean. Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that, and why? Weird. Taka. He'll never move again. According to the Monokuma file, Taka died from a blow to the head. We found Justice Hammer 4 near his body in the equipment room. Is that what was used to kill him? And there's a tarp laid out under his body. Did the killer use this to move Taka's body? That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Interesting. Can I investigate him again? No. Wait, oh, hang on. There was something different there. Did the killer... Oh, wait. That way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Okay, well, it's nothing new, but it's certainly important. Byakuya, do you think Hiro really did it? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Hifumi said when he died? Yeah, he said Hiro's name.
So in other words...
And there's no room to suspect anyone else. Okay, but if he did do it, why would he hide his identity with that weird costume? Maybe he thought that no matter what happened, he'd be safe as long as his face was covered. Because he's the fool of the century, you see. I mean, he is kinda dumb. But do you really think that's enough to explain it? I feel like there's a clue hiding in there somewhere. And is that it? That's all that bothers you about the case? Well, no, there are a few other things. Like, why did the killer try to hide the bodies? They probably figured that if we couldn't find the bodies, we couldn't complete our investigation. But if that's the case, we found the bodies pretty easily, didn't we? Again, it comes back to the fact that the culprit was a moron. Is that really all there is to it? The other thing that bothers me is, why'd they bother killing 2 people?
What?
Because all the rule says is if you can kill someone and you get away with it, you graduate, right? So if you're the killer, your number 1 priority is not getting caught. But killing 2 people means more clues, more chances you'll get found out.
See.
Hold on. Perhaps... I see, so that's what that means. Is everything okay?
That's enough.
Don't talk to me as if we're friends. What the fuck, Byakuya? What's with the attitude? But you have my appreciation. Thanks to you, I might have some fun with this after all. Fuck you, man. His mysterious words hung in the air as he left the repository. He talked as if he'd figured something out. But if he did, would it have killed him to tell me what it was? There's only one way in and out, through the door that Hina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Hina and Sakura confirmed the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies. And the door is designed so that it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Hina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which was why it's unlocked now. But Hina claims there was no way someone could have beaten them to the repository. So that certain someone is very fast. Interesting. Oh, what? There's more to look around here? Oh. It's a dolly. It doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Huh? But wait. It wasn't here before. It was in the equipment room. I never even noticed that in the equipment room, so you do better than me, Makoto. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Taka's body? And look at the wheel. There's a blood stain on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? That's why there's the wheel tracks. Because they put Taka's corpse on the top, put the top on the dolly, and then moved it here. There's gotta be a clue around here somewhere. Maybe we should check somewhere else. There are some places I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Ifumi was found, then the equipment room where Taka was found. Okay, let's go do that. God, I love the music in this game. I can't wait to hear the soundtracks of the other games. I wonder if they're like even better than this one. That'd be really cool. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There was blood in its tire. Could that blood have come from here? Which could mean that Taka's body was moved from the equipment room to the repository using the dolly. Both rooms are on the 3rd floor, so that should definitely have been possible. Yep. Cool. But even if the dolly was used to move Taka's body, what about Ifumi? Ifumi's body was in the nurse's office on the 1st floor. Even with the dolly, there's no way to get it up to the 3rd floor. That's still a total mystery. I was sleeping right here when the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Whatever. Justice Hammer 4, the weapon that was used to kill Taka. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Moving to the top. Huh? This tarp. I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently, too. Is that it? Do I investigate it again? No? Okay. Alright then. Okay, cool. We're done with the equipment room. Time to head to, the, what do you call it? Nurse's office. Okay, that's not important. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hiro might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Hifumi's body.
Let's see.
How Hifumi was moved, huh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Oh, sorry, that was, Makoto that said that. Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone? We couldn't have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Yeah, Hina said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Hifumi's body in that short amount of time?
Indeed.
It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Hifumi in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Interesting. Okay, cool. Not irrelevant. Justice Hammer 3, the one that was used to kill Hifumi. Someone moved the body but left the weapon behind. Uh-oh, is there something in the fridge? A refrigerator. I wonder if there's anything to drink inside. After everything I've been through, I'm totally parched. Maybe just a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. It doesn't help me, though. I'm not a vampire. Alright. Okay, there's something else. Maybe just talk to Celeste again. When it disappeared, you're supposed to be in the nurse's office, right?
Yes, indeed.
Correct. Hina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. This is the same thing I already saw. Oh, the trash can. Okay. It's just a normal trash can. Huh? Wait, there's something inside. It's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. Oh, shit. And it's got some kind of cartoon character. Ugh, but it's also covered in blood. That's what was used to clean Hifumi's glasses. Ah, did you find something? Yeah, there was a cleaning cloth in the trash can. Huh? A cleaning cloth? And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood. But who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Yeah, me either, but I think it might be important. Come on, you were literally talking earlier about how Hifumi's glasses were... Whatever. Alright. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. Oh, now it's now you've come to me when it's convenient for you? You have? I wanted to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hiro's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. Hey, I got that. This is the note Hiro wrote to get us all up to meet, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression.
It's all clear now.
Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Goodbye. Yeah, so right, Yasuhiro did write that message to meet in the dining hall, and that was last night. So, does that mean he did something last night? Did he take Alter Ego? And then... Man, that's weird. Oh shit, oh well, hopefully I can freeze frame that or something. Let's go head to Hiro's room, I guess. Yasuhiro's room, I believe, is at the end of this dorm hallway. Here it is. Okay. The door is unlocked? I guess I can go inside. Byakuya did say to go look. It might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Wow, he is really all in on this. This is Hiro's room. There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where did he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up. Which means he can't really complain if I don't get his permission to search his room, right? I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and it's Gundam costume. Well, something seems made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hiro's room. But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. have the arms bend like this. The penmanship is different. Yep. So, someone has planted this to frame Yasuhiro, and I wouldn't be surprised if it was Byakuya again. Are there some tarot cards? That'd be cool. It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the one in my room. I soundlessly checked the bathroom. There's nothing in here. It's pretty grungy, though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? It's a sweaty dude. There's seriously nothing else to check? Weird. Okay, well, I guess we'll leave then. Makoto, big news! Big news! What's wrong? We found Kyoko! What? Is she okay? Where is she? Wait, I wasn't done. There's more big news.
Just a second.
Robo Justice showed up too. Robo Justice? It's Hiro wearing the costume. Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the 2nd floor. What the heck? To think Hiro and Kyoko would turn up at the same time. Kyoko must have found him. I ran off to the 2nd floor as fast as I could. Oh my god. This is ridiculous. Kyoko and...
I mean...
Phew, man, I have had the worst day. Wow. Hiro? Hiro?
Oh, hey, Makoto.
Yeah, duh, who else would I be? That's a good question. Huh? What? Wait, look like this? What? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? That's weird. Robo Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kyoko's the one that found him. Apparently that ridiculous object is Hiro. I'd ask for Kyoko for details if I were you. I am positive that is the suspicious individual that attacked me.
Right.
I found Hiro. He was jammed into the pool room locker. See, I was trying to check the locker! It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up.
Don't be mean!
I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something.
What?
That's creepy. Anyway, Kyoko, where have you been all this time? You just disappeared all of a sudden without a trace.
Wow.
There's something I have to check up on. What do you mean? Never mind. I can't never mind.
It's nothing.
Never mind.
Hey.
More importantly, she says that, but does she have any idea? Does she know people think she might be spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hiro, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that.
I mean...
Oh, well, I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. Then I woke up and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me just to look at you. Well, I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. A little help? Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself?
Got it all wrong!
I didn't make this stupid friggin'
It
thing.
would seem...
There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. Yeah, okay, that's incredibly sus. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. It took everyone's help, but slowly we were able to get Hiro out of the suit. It took a few minutes, but eventually we got all the pieces off. Whew! Free at last. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hiro?
So then...
Most of the points, nobody but Hiro would be able to wear that costume.
Wait,
What? Hold on a sec.
Honestly.
Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well.
Okay?
In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. That's true, I saw the blueprints myself. Yeah, me too.
Could it be...
Then it's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking
That's
everyone
terrible!
was Hiro. Shall we tie him up and gag him?
Just
What
the
the fuck?
worst.
Good idea. We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. He's not allowed to kill anyone else. Tie me up? Hold on, guys. I think that's going a little far.
That's right.
He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Yeah, I mean, attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about.
What the heck?
You can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. What? Killed who? I have no idea who you're talking about. There must be a fake hero running around.
What are you saying?
You're the only one who can wear this costume. So who else could possibly be the costumed attacker?
what the heck?
How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me.
Okay.
Fine, if you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Without missing a bit, Hina started putting on the Robo Justice costume.
Huh. See? Look. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing.
I'm telling you, it wasn't me!
And not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight.
That's not a very nice thing to say. I mean, it's not like I made it. I just got caught up in the moment.
Hero.
Well, either way, now we know for sure, right? I mean, it seems pretty clear that nobody but Hero could have fit into this dumb costume.
In a huff, Hina took the suit back off again. Well, now you're all out of excuses. No, see, it's because you're a girl. If it was another guy, then... Makoto, go ahead. Okay. Against my will, I picked up the pieces off the floor and tried putting them on. It's no good, the arms are too long. There's no way I can wear
Just
this.
a second!
See, I told you it was impossible! You're absolutely right. It seems this costume was made to fit Hero's body exactly.
But...
Then there's another costume. They must have one that looks the same, but fits them.
Honestly.
If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence.
What the heck?
Evidence? You claim there's another suit, yes, then you must find it and show it to us. What the heck?
Just the worst.
Oh boy. Who cares? Hero's the only one without an alibi. During this whole thing anyway.
That's terrible!
Which is how we know it was him. What? I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Man, I want to say that it isn't Hero, but, like, he's not helping himself. Oh, boy. No, because now I can talk to everyone.
Oh!
I certainly don't expect Hero and Kyoko to turn up at the same time. But where's Kyoko been hiding all this time? I have no
Then
idea.
Perhaps
she really is working for the Mastermind. What else would explain her questionable behavior? But you were quite protective of her, yes? That's because she helped me out so much up until now. If I were the Mastermind, that is exactly what I would do to earn your trust. It's looking more and more like it really was a setup.
What the heck?
There's no talking your way out of this one. You did it. Everyone knows it.
What the heck?
If you don't tell what's going on, how am I supposed to understand? I think I figured out that someone's been killed, right? Hey, Makoto, who was it? Well, 2 people were killed. Taka and Ifumi.
What?
What? 2 people?
Just the worst.
Why are you freaking out? You did it.
Please?
I did not! Wait. Hold on. If those 2 are the ones that were
How
killed...
about that?
That's it! I know who did it!
So then,
You may as well tell us then. Taka and Ifumi were fighting over Alter Ego,
I'm
right?
at least 30%
Which means
right.
Alter Ego and Chihiro must have done it.
correct.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Please?
Huh? Unfortunate?
What the heck?
Stop trying to trick us. Just admit that you did it, okay? I'm
I'm
telling you, you got it all wrong.
Oh, so then.
I know, that note! Note? Last night, someone slipped a weird note under my door. And here's what it said. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the rec room at 1 a.m. Where's this note? But the last thing I remember is going to the rec room, then for some reason I fell asleep.
Hey.
The real killer probably drugged me or
Just
something.
the worst.
Not a chance.
So-
No, hold on. He could be onto something. The nurse's office did have chemicals that could do that. What? Really? I told you. Someone's trying to set me up. A secret passage, a chance to escape. Someone wrote all that to trick me. Even if that's true, you must be one dumb fish to bite every piece of bait that floats in front of you. Well, after being trapped here so long, even if you know it's a lie, you still gotta check, right? They preyed on my desire to get out of here. They deceived me. I still don't buy it.
Don't be mean.
Well, you should buy
Just
it.
a second.
Okay, then show us that note. With pleasure. I have it right here in my, pocket. Someone's taken it out of his pocket.
No way.
Looks like I lost it. Yeah, sure. You gotta believe me, I wouldn't hurt a fly. As I said before, if you want us to believe you, you must produce evidence. Can you show us the note? I have no particular issue with what you claim, but if you want us to believe you, give us a reason. What the heck? For serious? Oh man, I feel so bad for Yasuhiro. Because I'm pretty sure it wasn't him now. Now then, shall we resume our investigation? There's no time to waste before the class trial begins. Why do we need to keep investigating? We already know who did it.
What the heck?
Why? Why did you kill them? Tell us, Hero! No, it's like I said!
Just the worst.
Was it really to get the money Monokuma offered us? Yeah, that must be it. You must be totally broken, that's why. Wait, that's a false accusation! Someone help me!
What are you saying?
Just be thankful we haven't bound and gagged you. If you have time to yell and carry on, you have time to search for your evidence, right? Oh, you're right, I need to look for the second suit in that note! Feet don't fail me now! I guess I'd better get back to guard duty. I was gonna ask Genocide Jack to switch with me, but if she and Sakura got into a fight, we'd have a catastrophe on our hands. Well, bye. One by one, everyone peeled away.
Makoto.
Do you have a second? Huh? Oh, why didn't you help me with the investigation?
It would seem...
It looks like I got a late start on this one, so I need to make up some ground. Sure, I don't mind helping, but can you promise me something? Later, when we have time, will you tell me why you disappeared?
Why is that?
No. To reject me so simply.
Anyway...
I need your help. You don't mind, do you? Okay.
Shall we go?
Thanks. Now then, shall we? Oh,
Hey.
man. So, Makoto, first I'd like to examine the corpses. Examine the corpses. I can't believe I'm hearing that from a girl the same age as me.
Correct.
Dead bodies don't lie, you know. They tell the truth far more easily than the living.
Hey.
Wouldn't you agree? How am I supposed to answer?
Anyway,
we have to hurry before the class trial begins again. Yeah, you're right. Okay, then show me where the bodies are. They're in the repository. Then I guess we should head that way for now. Let's go. Fumi and Taka. For a moment, Kyoko seemed to go rigid, but only for a moment.
so then,
Well then, let's get started. She crouched down next to Taka and without hesitation began poking and prodding the bodies.
I knew it.
The Monokuma file was right. They were killed using similar weapons. Her movements were so smooth. She was so calm. Seeing how comfortable she was actually made me feel a little more comfortable.
I see.
Makoto, I found something. You
Hey.
did? You remember the wristwatch Taka always wore on his left hand? He did? You're so oblivious to the people around you? Do you dislike other people that much? No, that's not it. Anyway, so you said he had a watch?
So then,
Take a look. It's broken. You can see the hands aren't moving, right? Uh-oh. That gives the time of death, doesn't it? It most likely broke when he had his encounter with his assailant. And if you notice, the hands are frozen at just past 6 o'clock. So that means... yeah, he was killed before Hifumi. Which means... Justice Hammer 4 being used to kill him was a misdirection, I guess. So that would mean the watch was broken sometime just after 6?
that's right.
But last night, Taka's watch definitely wasn't broken. Hey, you! How long will you keep us waiting? It's almost 10 o'clock, you know that. Bedtime for all the little boys and girls!
In other words,
So if it worked at 10 last night, it couldn't have been broken at 6 p.m. Meaning it must have happened at 6 this morning. Right. There you go.
however,
And that's not all. Look at Taka's left hand. He appears to be gripping something. Is he holding the note? Is he holding the note that Yasuhiro was talking about?
Makoto,
Can you try and pry it out? Me?
because...
Rigor mortis has already set in. Boys are better suited to this kind of manual labor, right? Okay. As much as I didn't want to, I grasped Taka's cold hand. The ice-cold hand was nearly enough to cause my heart to stop beating. After some effort, I was finally able to free the object from his tightly clenched fist. A piece of paper?
Hey,
Was that all he had in his hand? Yeah, that's it. Just a little scrap of paper. Doesn't seem like much of a clue, does
is
it?
that right?
I wonder about that. Kyoko then turned to Hifumi's
So
body.
then-
Let's check Hifumi's body now. Perhaps he has left us a few clovers of his own. Does he have the other part of the note? The biggest problem I have right now is how the killer was able to move Hifumi's massive corpse. Yep. Yeah, okay. So I was supposed to talk to Kyoko. So did you find
Indeed.
anything? I did. More than I expected, to be honest. Look at this. A wad of paper?
That's right.
Hifumi had it hidden on him. Hidden?
Indeed.
He'd stuffed it in his pants, so I can only assume he'd hidden it on purpose, you see. In his pants? Wait, so you...
Why is that?
It was just his pants, not like his socks or something. I don't know what that means. Anyway, let's take a look at the paper. Go ahead, Makoto, open it up. When I think of how it was stuffed down his pants, it's like, it better be important, Hifumi, or I'll never forgive you for this. There's the note! Hell yeah! Yasuhiro is clear in my book. I found a hole maybe we can use to escape. Monokuma can't find out, so don't tell anyone else for now. Let's meet in the equipment room at 6 a.m. 6 a.m., that's around the time Taka was murdered. So, wait, was that Taka that wrote that?
So...
That sounds very familiar. That's it, it's the same thing Hiro said. Then he was telling us the truth.
However...
Although it's not exactly the same, is it? Wait. Rec room at 1 a.m. What? Uh-oh. The time is different. Hiro told us that his note said to meet at 1 a.m. But the note said they were to Hifumi after the meet at 6 a.m.
Is that right?
Hold on. Just because Hifumi had the note doesn't mean it wasn't meant for him. Huh?
So...
Part of it has been torn off, right? I think there's likely some meaning there. There's some meaning to part of it being ripped? Could you maybe explain it a little more? Think carefully.
Hey.
Why would he have been clutching that scrap of paper so tightly? I have no idea.
So then...
What if it wasn't just a scrap of paper when he was holding it? What if it was something more important? And how would something important like that become a mere scrap of paper? That's what you need to answer. Well, it's just it's part of the same note, obviously. And while we're at it, I should tell you one other thing. The two victims this time definitely had their e-handbooks on them. So the handbooks have nothing to do with how the murders were carried out. Not that there was any reason to think they were connected to the killings in the first place. So you're saying I don't have to think about the handbooks this time, right?
Is that right?
If you didn't have to think about them at all, I wouldn't have gone out of my way to mention it. All I said was that they weren't used to help carry out the murders. What? There may come a point, however, where a handbook may play a role. A handbook may play a role? I don't think I understand, but if Kyoko thinks it's important, I better keep it in mind. Alright. And here comes the class trial! Oh, boy.
Are you excited? Are you pumped? It's time for the class trial to begin! Like the bright burst of fireworks, like the flash of a soul clashing with life and death. And so, with no further ado, everyone please meet at the usual spot. Make your way to the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon!
It would seem...
It's unfortunate, but I suppose this is where our investigation comes to an end. You'll have to figure out the rest for yourself and come to the proper conclusion. Yeah, you're right.
Shall we go?
We'd better get going. Okay. Here we go. Everyone had heard Monokuma's proclamation and they were gathered by the red door. And as soon as we were all there...
Monokuma appears!
Why? Why did you have to do this? He's multiplied?
Wrong.
Nope, not multiplication. It just looks that way because it's of an illusion. I'm moving so fast it only looks like I've multiplied. Can you guys tell which one is the real Monokuma? Can we just get on the elevator already?
Boy,
You're not playing along.
Stop talking.
We're not here to play with you.
Hey,
But if everyone's here ready to go, please board the pain train. Or elevator. I'll see you guys down there.
Let's go.
Okay then, shall we?
Please!
Hold on, I'm not mentally prepared yet.
what the heck?
You'll never be mentally prepared. You can't run away anymore, Hero. You're gonna pay for your sins.
What the heck?
I told you already, I didn't do it, for serious. That reminds me, did you ever find the other costume, or the note? Well, no, but how unfortunate. Then it would seem we have echo.
Hey,
This isn't the place to talk about it. Save your accusations when we get to the courtroom.
That's right.
She's right, let's get down there first. Then the story can really begin. Yeah, good idea. That's right. I have to do it. I can't let whoever killed Ifumi and Taka get away with it. For everyone who's still alive, and for the two that lost their lives. The one who killed Ifumi and Taka, the one who killed two of our friends. The killer is someone right here. Let's go. I took one last deep breath and exhaled slowly. I began to walk toward the elevator. Once everyone was aboard, the doors closed on their own, and the steel box began to move. The clunking of the elevator kept us company as we fell further and further down. There was no going back. Until we settled all this, we couldn't go anywhere. I'm not sure how long it was before the elevator finally came to a stop. The elevator doors slid open, opening up onto a cruel fate.